All right, so just got the news as of today. Yet another mass shooting, not in a school, but this time in a church by someone named Robin Wispin, 23 years old. Apparently was obsessed, according to ChatGPT, with violent serial killers. He was going to post a video online after the shooting, but the FBI apparently intercepted it. But he committed a mass shooting on a church. This was in Minnesota around 10:30 a.m. Yesterday. Killed 2 children. I believe one was 8 and the other one was 5. Very young. 18 people were injured in this mass shooting, and apparently it's still going on as of right now. But you know, I talk a lot about a lot of the reasons why, or rather, a lot of the things wrong with America. So as in the financial aspect, just the job market and things like that. But it's the safety as well. It's the safety of, it's American it's literally American citizens not feeling safe anymore in this country. It's, parents not knowing whether or not, sending their kid to school that is going to be a good idea with all the mass shootings that have happened over the years, ever since Columbine. It's parents, not knowing who they should leave with their kids with. Who's going to be some kind of deranged person? Who's not going to be deranged? Or is this person safe to leave with my kid? To leave my kids with? Are they going to do harm to my kid? Is what's going to happen to my kid if I let him go here or there or to school today? Even now with public, with the security guards and everything, and all the measures, taken to protect kids in schools now. I was watching a video the other day. Apparently it was just like a chalkboard. It was like this folded chalkboard. It was like a chalkboard, but it could fold into a kind of like a shield that blocked the door. That it was also bulletproof. I mean, these are the measures. These are the kinds of things that schools are doing. The kind of protective measures that schools are taking in order to keep kids safe, because America's it's not safe anymore. It's not safe like it once was. It used to be a lot safer. You used to not have to worry about these kind of things, like going to school, and having a mass shooter maniac come into the school and kill 30 people, and have it be an all-out war in the school, and parents and kids, nobody had to worry about this back then. And Columbine was really what set it off, in my opinion, with all these other school shooters. But not just Columbine. It's an issue. I truly believe it's an issue with most of these shooters are men, right? And we know that in America, men are not valued for who they are as a people. Men are not valued, even for their contribution to society. It's expected. It's a given that you are supposed to provide as a man. You are supposed to do your duty as a man and work 50, 60 hours a week. You are supposed to contribute to society, whether that carrot on a stick is still there or whether not that carrot on a stick is still there. I think, in my personal opinion, the way we treat men, the little opportunities there are for men, the fact that men usually have little to no friends, little to no people that they can confide in and talk to on a regular basis in order to feel some kind of sense of relief. And the fact that you feel it as a man, you feel the hatred people have towards you as a man, the suspicion, and it's not all women, but you feel it with a lot of them. You feel the suspicion that women have towards men. You feel, even men, the suspicion that men have towards men. As a whole in society, people look at you as a man as a potential predator, as the potential to harm you, the potential to do damage to you, and you're shunned. You're shunned as a man in every single way. You're shunned for reaching out when you need help. You're shunned for crying. You're shunned for, confiding, trying to confide in somebody when you're going through a hard time. You're just told to suck it up and deal with it. And, life's not fair, but, I deal with it anyway. And these are the kinds of things that men have to deal with on a regular basis. And I truly believe it. It's because of these reasons that men are just snapping, and that more men are going to snap. Right, as of right now, there's not even a rhyme or a reason as to why this has been happening. It was to why it happened. We do know that he was 23. Apparently, he was transgender. But in my personal opinion, I believe a lot of that movement. I'm not saying all of it, but I believe a lot of that movement. A lot of these people have underlying mental issues, right? I'm not saying it's all of LGBTQ, but a lot of them I truly believe do have underlying mental health issues that make them transition in the first place. And I'm not saying that all of them are going to end up being serial killers or mass shooters or whatever, but men as a whole, these people, like men as a whole are not going through a good time. They're going through a very tough time. And whether you want to believe this is by design or not, I don't know. But we need to start doing something about this. You don't hear about this in other countries. You don't hear about this. You don't hear about the mass shootings in other countries like Japan, Singapore, Korea. Like, you don't hear about this. You don't hear about all these mass shootings happening in different countries. And like I was explaining, before, I was talking to a coworker at work. She's from Colombia, and she was saying, like, hey, we got talking about this. Like, I don't know if you people are afraid of men, specifically white men, and in America, because of all the mass shootings that they see on the news over there, because of all the mass shootings they see on the news and all the things that they hear happening. Like, they're afraid of men going over there, specifically white men, and because of all the mass shootings that have been happening. And it's sad, and it's sad that that's the kind of picture that's painted of us. It's sad that other countries or people are looking at us like, they're not looking at, we're not being painted in a good light with everything that happens here. And it's, of course, it's not all white men, but it's not giving a good image. It's not painting us in a good image with all these shootings that are happening, with all these problems that we have in America. And it's just, you wonder why people are leaving. Like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough of the violence, enough of the mass shootings, enough of the craziness. It's just gotten to the point where you don't know if, when you step outside your house, even to go to even go to church, for fuck's sake, don't even know if you're going to be okay stepping inside of a church. It's gotten that bad. What else is there to say? If we don't do something about this, things are going to they're going to go from bad to worse. So, alright, that's all I got to say for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you liked it. Put a comment down below. As always, I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.